Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my fourth update for my Panda palette for the year of 2019. I'm really sorry if you guys can hear construction and some noises. There's some little birds on my window. I put some food out for them, so it's just going to be a little bit noisy. So I do apologize for that. I did start this Panda palette a few months later than the start of the year, so I think it was in February or March. And I chose my oldest palette in my collection, and that is from the Instinct Natural line. I'm not sure if that is what it's called. The writing all over the cover is rubbed off. But anyways, this is my fourth update. Let me show you guys a picture of where I was in my previous update. So this is where I am right now. As you guys can see, I do have 2 new pans. I'm so excited, and there's a big difference in the palette right here. I did scrape out the 3 shades I said I'm not going to focus on, so it was these 3 shades right over here. I had a dark brown shade in this, I had a dark brown shimmer shade here, and a black shade that had turned gray kind of. So I did scrape those out and threw them in the garbage. It was not performing like before. It had turned, the color payoff was not that good, and the staying power was just awful. So I just decided to toss it out instead of having it in the palette, just in case I might use it once or twice, because I do have a lot of other shades that are similar to that work out way better than this. So I decided to get rid of it, and this is what the palette looks like right now. So let's start off with the shade right over here. And I have hit pan since my last update. It was a really big surprise. This is my second shimmer shade in my entire life that I've hit pan on. So I'm really excited. I do use this as a highlighter. And I don't know how big the pan will get by the next update, but I'm just going to be working on it really steadily. And then the next 2 shades, Peachy and Natural, right over here. I did finish them off earlier, so it's nothing new that you guys haven't seen. And over here we have the shade Glow. Let me show you guys where I was till my previous update. And as you guys can see, I have not finished it off. I haven't really been using this shade a lot this month. I did set a goal for myself last month to finish this off, but that just didn't happen. I really think I should repress it now. It's just really hard to get my brush in there. It's just over on the sides, and I do have side pan on one side, so I really need to repress it in order to use it up. So hopefully by next update that would be completely done. And then right next to it we have the shade Boho. Let me show you guys where I was. So as you guys can see, there is a huge dip going on in the middle, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit pan next month. I haven't really been using this palette that much on my eyes. I've just been reaching for it to set my shadow a little bit, my eyeshadow primer or my concealer, or just to use the shimmer shades as my highlighter, and that's it. But using it on my eyes, I think it's just because the colors don't really work on my eyes as well. I don't really tend to reach for it that much, so it's a bit harder to show progress on it. But hopefully by next month, if I do use it really well, I would be able to hit pan on Boho. The only reason why I hit pan on the natural shade over here, which was a similar tone, a similar color to Boho, but it was a bit more cool toned. I used to use it as my contour, so I think that's why I kind of finished it off a bit faster. So I'm gonna try my best to dip into Boho a bit more. Alright, next we have the shade Hot over here. It is a really nice peachy pink shimmer shade. I will show you guys where I was. And as you guys can see, I did expand the pan a little bit, but not too much. I haven't really been reaching for this shade a lot. I do use this as my shadow, my blush topper, or as a highlighter for a more natural look, and I do really love it for that, but I just haven't really been putting on makeup a lot. I think in the past 2 weeks I've done my makeup once only, so I don't know why. I've just not been feeling it. I mean, I know I say this every month in all of my project pans, but somehow it gets worse and worse every month. So I don't know. Hopefully I will be going out a bit more and I'll be using my makeup products more. So then we have the lightest shimmer shade right over here, Radiant. And I think you can see there is a tiny bit of dip, but not enough to make me think that I'm gonna hit pan. So I will try to use this. I just don't like the shade. I think I really need to Franken shadow it with this shade over here, which is blushing, and see what color I get, and maybe that would be a bit more usable for me, but we'll see. And for Lovely, this is a new pan. Let me just show you guys where I was. So as you guys can see, the pan is really, the shade, there's quite a tiny bit of pan, but the rest of the pan is really thin. So I think this would be easy to finish off as well. I think these two shades over here, it will be my biggest progress next month. Hopefully I'll be able to finish off Glow and hit a huge pan in blushing. If I just use it a few more times to set my eyes, that would be really good progress. And like I said earlier, in blushing over here, there's not a big difference. So maybe I can start using that as a contour, since it is really cool tone and light. Maybe for a light contour, I could use that, but I'm not really sure. I need to play with it a bit more. I haven't really been focusing on it since the beginning of the project. So that would be my, I think, an attempt I'm gonna have in the next month, just to see how I can use it. And yeah, that's all for my progress. I do have 5 shades completely done, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades left. Hopefully by the next 2 months, I'm gonna have 2 more shades out of here, and I'll just need to be working on 4 shades. So maybe when there's not a lot of shades left, I will introduce a new palette, since it is getting really boring, and I don't know, I just don't like it as much when there's not a lot of shades left in a Pan That palette, and I would like to see a new palette come in as well as using the older palette, so I think that would make it a bit more fun. But for now, this is my update. I hope you guys liked it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I will link my playlist for my project pans, which also includes my Pan That palette, in the comment section, not in the comment, in the description bar below. So don't forget to check that out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!